What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Vergil here, and welcome back to another episode here on Dragon Ball Legends. Today, I'm going to be breaking down my full speculations on what I believe is going to be coming for the part 2 of the 4th year anniversary. We did get a tweet from the Legends department that a Reveals and Stuff Special Edition Part 2 is going to be coming within the next couple of days. We did get a confirmation broadcast date along with a hint on what the new unit could be, assuming it could be an LF or even an Ultra, right? We are kind of due for an Ultra within that time frame. It's been over 3 months at this point, so it could very well be an Ultra unit. But the hint is an iconic scene is finally here. This is it's a pretty broad statement, right? So there could be a lot of possibilities, a lot of different things we could speculate in this video. Doesn't seem to be that there is anything superhero related coming for this part 2 of the anniversary, which is pretty disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, just considering how underwhelming the overall anniversary, thinking that everything was kind of delayed and moved around just so they can fit in the superhero content during this anniversary is kind of thrown out the window. I was expecting to see some form of the units come out this month or even are released already just because the movie is out in Japan. But it does not look like that is going to be the case. I do believe that it will still drop within the next month or so when the movie does go global. So, we'll be patient for these superhero movie units. But for now, an iconic scene is finally here. It does look like we're getting something pretty popular that, is just iconic. And it could be related to any of, Z, Super, GT, or even OG Dragon Ball. We're going to be breaking down possibilities of units right now. Before we jump in, make sure to drop a like on the video, you guys, and subscribe if you guys do happen to be new here to the channel. I do upload every single day. I do appreciate that. And without further ado, let's just jump in. Whatever unit we have here first, we got Super Vegito. I've heard a lot of people speculate Super Vegito even before the 4th year anniversary started. I heard people not even thinking MUI was going to drop, and Super Vegito is a huge possibility. Just this scene, I guess, where they, it's similar to like how Ultra Gogeta does it, where they do the fusion dance, and then it happens, they transform into Super Gogeta, right? Super Vegito in the anime is probably one of the most iconic moments. There's a handful of moments, but, this is the first real fusion that we see besides, Goten and Trunks and the Pataras, and we don't have this scene in the game, right? We do have Super Vegetos, but given we don't have a scene or a cinematic intro for like an Ultra or an LF of where they fuse together and they put the earrings on and they clash together, transform, and maybe even a transforming, we do have a transforming Super Vegito. Yeah, I just do think that the possibility is there. I'm going to be along with us breaking down the units here, I'm going to be going towards more possible, more likely via every character. Super Vegito, I think it's likely, but at the same exact time, we have a lot of Super Vegetos already in the game, or we have a lot of Vegito characters. What is it? The transforming one. We have the LF one, and we have, I believe there's another one. We have the blues, right? Vegito Blue. We have 2 Vegito Blues. We have a couple of Vegetos in the game already, but I do think that this scene specifically where they do fuse is kind of iconic. So I've heard people talking about this scene from the end of GT. The Super Ultra Spirit Bomb Goku, the Goku at the end of the GT arc, or the GT show that killed the final villain in the show. So, Omega Shenron, it's Kid Goku doing the Spirit Bomb. Me, personally, I'm not, like, the biggest fan of GT, so I don't really know how iconic this moment is, but I thought I would give it an honorable mention. It's kind of like the Super Vegito previous. It's sort of an honorable mention. I do think it's possible, but at the same time, there's a lot of other units that I'm going to touch on that I do think is more probable. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if this is even, would you guys consider this iconic? I think it could be, given it's the last moment in GT. He's doing a Spirit Bomb. He's going to kill the last villain, and the show pretty much ends from there. So, could definitely be considered as iconic. Don't know if this would sell for part 2 of the anniversary, given we don't really know what which way they're going to go with it. We've seen how underwhelming the banner was for part 1. We could expect a lot better value, given they could be like a double LF banner, and we can actually have a villain and a hero, or whatever the case is. I'm not sure why they waited so long, or why they even just gave us MUI at first. Maybe they were trying to get the permission to use the superhero stuff, and they were not denied that permission until they went global, which I really find it hard to believe, because they released Gamma 1 and 2, which were also in the trailers, and they could have easily dropped, they could have dropped an Ultimate Gohan and dropped an Evolved Piccolo. These two characters are in the trailers. There's no spoilers. They did this for Full Power Broly on release, right? They dropped a bunch of trailers, and that unit dropped as soon as the movie dropped. And, everything is momentum hype. If they dropped right now, you know how much money this game would be making? Given they're still going to make large amounts of money, but this is just a huge bag that's going to go under the rug. We'll see when the movie does drop globally. I still think it's possible that there's still, a lot of people are going to go crazy for it, but I just think right now would have been the biggest time to see these units. Pretty disappointed. I'm really hyped for the movie, so I'm coping a little bit, but I just do want to let you guys know it's not anything we're going to be seeing as of right now. Moving on to the next one, we have Goku and Frieza from the TOP arc. I do think this is a really good shot that we do see this unit. A lot of people probably, like I said, don't think these last 3 units that I've been saying, the Vegito, the Goku, and even this Goku and Frieza, everyone's going to have a different opinion on what iconic is. If you're a huge Dragon Ball Super fan, this is one of the most iconic moments in Dragon Ball Super. It's at the end where they're fighting for the survival of their entire universe, and they're literally the last couple of guys left fighting against the Goliath, which is Jiren, right? And they have that final push where Goku kind of transforms slightly into Super Saiyan, and Frieza's going full power. And they take the dub against Jiren. And given with the theme of the anniversary being kind of USS, MUI Goku released, I do think this is a possibility. I would consider this moment iconic. Personally, the show is a couple of years old already. Like, this scene specifically is a couple of years old. I think 4 years old, something like that. So in my book, this is definitely iconic, and I would actually be really hyped to see this personally, so I can continue to build my USS build. It would make sense to continue with the theme of the anniversary, but with the way that, iconic scene, it could really go both ways, whether if it's a scene or a unit specifically. With a scene, I do think this fits in the realm of iconic scene is finally here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like I said in the comments, we got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan when he snaps from Super Saiyan 1 into 2. Probably one of the most iconic scenes ever to exist in the entire anime as a whole. Pretty much Gohan in this scene, he snaps, he goes from Super Saiyan 1 to 2, and he has to save, he becomes the strongest character in the show at this very moment, right? He's the strongest character. No one can compete with what Cell is and is becoming. Goku, Vegeta, none of the Z fighters are able to pretty much compete. This moment where he snapped is just a scene that you could kind of rewatch over and over and see the evolution of how fast Gohan got this much power. And we don't have, given we do have versions of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the game, we don't have that iconic moment, like say for an LF or an Ultra, specifically an Ultra, where he has that intro where he snaps and turns from Super Saiyan 1 to 2. I think that would be nuts, bro. And I do think it is going to be something that does happen, given if it doesn't happen for this part 2. It is something that we will ultimately see in the game, where we'll have an intro from Gohan snapping and going from Super Saiyan 1 to 2. It would kind of go alongside to make up for the lack of superhero content by still dropping a form of Gohan where he's iconic, right? Now, Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3. Probably one of the most iconic units or even scenes that hasn't been released from Z yet. Literally one of the only ones that we don't have any representation of in this game. Even FSK, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we have some versions of it, despite not having the intro or the Ultra. This Super Saiyan 3 is probably one of the most probable units to actually drop during this part 2 of the third. I do really think that Ryuden's about to get his wish, and he manifested it, and it might actually happen right now. I can't think of a lot of truly iconic moments, given we are listing a lot of honorable mentions or even giving stuff that would qualify for it. But this Super Saiyan 3 is something we do not have yet. The tweet does say an iconic scene is finally here. So finally probably means, the way it sounds is that we don't have this in the game. It's finally here. So this is the first time we're going to be seeing this unit or this character in the game. And if this is true, I mean, it does make sense with the way that they have done part 2s before, dropping movies content. Yeah, I do think this is a huge possibility. I think this is probably one of the best, like the number one option that they could really do, or not even option, but like what they probably are planning to do with this part 2. Another really good shot that we'll see something is the Z Broly Ultra, or like LF. We don't have even an LF Z Broly, right? Where he transformed from this Super Saiyan regular Broly into this massive Broly. Probably a huge iconic scene as well. If you guys know the scene, if you don't, obviously just look it up, Z Broly transformation scene. I'm not gonna play it and get copyright here on YouTube, but I rewatched this scene today, and let me tell you guys, this scene is just sick, bro. I do believe this to be an iconic scene. The music, the whole vibe of it, it looks really crazy. So if they do drop the Z Broly, or they can even do a dual banner, right? We were talking about it before, that they haven't dropped that double LF value banner type yet for the anniversary. So maybe it's a Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 on one side, and then we have a LF Z Broly transforming Z Broly on the other side. It's very probable. Like I said, we don't have representation of a Ultra Z Broly in the game, or an LF specifically. We don't have an LF Z Broly in the game. We don't have a good Broly in the game. Broly just got his Platinum equip. Speaking of Broly, it does kind of make sense. We just got a lot of movies, banners returning, right? We do have, I could go on Legends really quickly and show you guys. A lot of different movie stuff has emerged. We got the Ultra Gogeta returning as bait movie stuff. We got the Dragon Ball Super collab still here, superhero stuff. Don't know why they can't drop Ult Gohan or Piccolo. We got the Legends Movie Saga Broly banner back. But yeah, I believe there's one more thing that dropped, the movies related. What was it? I believe this just dropped as well, which is movies. So it looks like they are leaning towards movie stuff for the part 2 here. So like I said, Broly does seem like a highly probable candidate with the Platinum item, the Zenkai banner, and even other banners just dropping alongside movies. We're going to probably see a Dragon Fist Goku and a Z Broly. That's like one of my biggest thoughts for this part 2 here. But yeah, would have much preferred to see I'm living off of superhero hype. If you guys have seen the movie, you guys know how incredibly hype the feeling is of new stuff for Dragon Ball and the anime and stuff like that. So they should have dropped this already. It has to be like a licensing thing where they can't use these characters yet, even though the Ultimate Gohan, this specific form, is not anything new. And then this Piccolo is literally in the trailer. So I think they would have made a ton of money. It would have been crazy. They're literally not allowed to do it. It doesn't make sense why they wouldn't have done it. So unless the devs are just, other than that, this is going to be my video, you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. I dropped a couple of units here that I really thought, these 6 right here, that I think are iconic, sort of. But it looks like to me that Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist and Broly are the main candidates for this. If you guys have any other speculations, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys tonight in the stream, man. God bless and stay frosty, y'all.
Up all night, so you don't wanna wait on me. I'm about to catch my flight, so you don't gotta wait on me.